And welcome to another video, another show, another edition, whatever you want to call it, of timeless personal growth and development. Today's topic: delayed adolescence. We're delaying our childhood and our maturity longer and longer and longer and longer. And it is a problem. It is an issue. And I can relate to that. I can relate to it. Because I would say that my own life, I'm 35 now, but I would say my adolescence, my maturity was delayed, where it could have been a little quicker. I was a bit of a late bloomer. But I want to focus on why we delay our adolescence so much. Where does this come from? Why are men and women taking much longer to mature these days? Well, I think it's in our culture. It's how we speak to one another. It's how we think about young people too. You hear it in our narratives all the time when we speak to each other, like, yeah, well, you're not a grown up until you're at least 30. Well, when you continue saying that, when you're saying that to a young person, 20, 21, 22, when you say, oh yeah, you're 18 years old, legally you're a grown up now, but you're not really grown up till at least 30. Well, if you keep saying that, they're going to start to believe that. And that's actually going to affect their psyche and their way of thinking, because that creeps into your way of thinking when you hear that over and over and over and over again when you're young, when you're perfectly capable of becoming an adult, say 23, 24 years old. But you keep hearing that same thing, the same narrative over. You're not really an adult till you reach the age of 30. Why aren't you an adult till you reach the age of 30? Why? Let's say you have everything in place. Let's say you're 22 years old, you got everything in place. Let's say you're living on your own, you got a good paying job, you got a car, you're in a good relationship, you don't have any money issues, drinking, gambling, none of that stuff. No issues with depression, anxiety, and things in your life are going well and you're progressing, you're moving forward, and you're only 22 years old. Yet people are still telling you you're not really a grown-up till you're 30. It's like, well, that guy seems to be doing pretty damn well for himself, right? And I'm speaking towards like a friend that I have, a great friend, who his maturity, he matured very, very young. Like the example I just set was actually a real life example where he had everything kind of set and established at like 24 years old. I'm like 6 years older than him, but he had everything in place ready at like age 23, 24. And who is anyone to be able to tell him, well, you're not really mature, you're not really a grown up till he's 30? Well, he seemed to be doing pretty damn well for himself. Pretty damn well. And what was everybody else doing? What do other people do? They go out and party and drink because that's the cool thing to do when you're young, right? Yeah, that makes you interesting. It makes you popular. But then again, what are you really doing to progress your life going out and getting wasted every single weekend? What are you doing? How are you progressing? How are you contributing to society in that way? Because you're being young and you're doing what you're supposed to do, right? Going out and drinking and partying. Yeah, that's what you're in. Swiping on Tinder. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right? Yes, because that's the narrative that our culture pushes. When you're young, go have fun and enjoy yourself. And you're not a grown up till you hit the age of 30. Well, if we just shift that narrative and that way of thinking, maybe kids will grow up a lot quicker and mature a lot quicker. Kids aren't growing up that quick these days because of that, because of the narratives that we push, that we keep telling them. 100, 200 years ago, oh man, kids had to grow up real damn fast. I mean, you had a family at the age of like 19, 20 years old. And we tell females, women this all the time. No, focus on your career. Do what's best for you. You know, you're gonna meet someone later and worry about kids, you know, in your mid 30s and blah 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 blah. The optimal time for women to start looking for a family is in her mid 20s. We keep saying the same thing. Have fun in your 20s, and then you'll be working in your 30s. No, you build the foundation for your life in your 20s, so in your 30s, you can relax and rest on that foundation. Instead of having to work your ass off to build the foundation in your 30s and then your 40s, and you don't really get a chance to sit back and smell the roses until you're in your goddamn 50s. So when we tell kids to grow up, we need to be telling them that earlier. Because when we keep telling kids at 20, 21 years old, just have fun, you don't need to take life seriously, just have fun, just enjoy yourself, you are delaying their maturity and their growth by saying that. Because then they're not going to take life seriously. And then they get upset. They're going to get upset because employers aren't going to take them seriously. Their parents are going to take them seriously because they haven't taken themselves seriously. Because that's what they've been told and conditioned to do. Don't worry about it. You'll worry about it later. You're 20 years old. I'm not saying not have fun. Enjoy yourself. But there has to be a level of seriousness in developing yourself and developing your life at a young age. And like I said in the beginning of this video, is my maturity was delayed. I moved out of the house at 22, 23 years old, and I assure you, I was not ready for that. Why wasn't I ready? Why? A lot had to do with my mentality, and well, yes, I needed to be pushed out at that point, you know. And living on my own took a long time to mature. On my own, and you would see me living on my own the first few years. Oh yeah, I was living like a teenager. Drinking, not eating healthy, doing the bare minimum. Couldn't wait to come home and get back to my video games because that was so important to me. Instead of actually taking life seriously and actually working on myself and learning, getting better, getting smarter, improving myself, building the foundation for my life, there was barely any foundation being built. Slowly, because all I cared about was relaxing, enjoying yourself, having fun. Yes, life is about to have fun, but you need to work hard. You got to build a foundation for your life, depending on what you want. And you know what? You gotta enjoy that work. You gotta enjoy that process. I like saying all the time, no, we want to enjoy the grind. Yes, you need to enjoy it. But that's all mentality and maturity it takes to get there. When you're young, you don't enjoy the grind. No, you don't enjoy it. Because you're always told by everybody, you're young, just enjoy your life. Okay, well, when does that stop? Okay, you're 30 now. You know, it's time to stop enjoying your life and working hard. No, no, no. Working hard should have been done 9, 10 years ago, before the age of 30. When you keep telling kids over and over that, yes, that gets in their psyche. It's gonna manufacture certain ways of thinking, and it can affect their behavior, and affect their growth, and it can affect themselves on being able to improve themselves in life. Like, I'm not gonna tell my child when he's 18 years old, you're 18, relax, enjoy yourself. Well, he should enjoy himself, but he needs to be working. He needs to be making money. He needs to be contributing to society in some form or fashion. Doesn't get to sit at home and do nothing and be lazy and drink all day and be on his phone. No, it doesn't work like that. You want to shorten that adolescence. You don't want to delay that adolescence. It all starts in the way we talk to our young people, the way we talk to them, the ideas that we put into their head. Because we keep following the same cultural narratives over and over again and not actually questioning it. It's like, why do we tell kids all the time, have fun and party in your 20s, and you can worry about hard work and your future and a family and a house later? You build the foundation in your 20s. So all the hard work and that family and the house in your 30s is going to be easy to maintain. Easy. Because if you don't have certain things in place by the time you're 30, you're going to have to work your ass off. And you're going to have to work your ass off, and then it's only to your 40s or 50s you're going to be able to enjoy yourselves. So stop just telling kids that. Oh, kids are so mature these days. It takes so long for them to mature. Because of the way we talk to them. We change the way we talk to them. We change the ideas and the way of thinking they have in their own head, and it'll change their behavior. And they'll be able to do things for themselves to be better for them in the long run, and be able to grow and mature a lot quicker. On that note, thank you for so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Time is personal growth and development. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.